Queen Rania, was born on the 31st of August in 1970 in Kuwait City. A renowned humanitarian from the heart of the Middle East, she hails from a vibrant Palestinian neighborhood where strong values and culture shaped her early years. What made this young girl grow into a powerful global voice for education, youth, and women's rights? How did her journey from a marketing job to a queen's throne unfold? Please watch my full video until the end, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Please make sure to share it with your friends. Thank you. Now, let's dive into the full story. Rania al-Yassin was born on the 31st of August in 1970. She grew up in Kuwait in a loving Palestinian family. Her father, Faisal al-Yassin, came from Tulkarm in the West Bank and worked hard to support his family. Her mother, Ilham Yassin, helped raise Rania and her siblings with care and strong values. Rania's early childhood was filled with stories, education, and a love for learning that would later shape her life's mission. She attended the New English School in Kuwait, where her teachers noticed her intelligence and leadership. Later, she went to the American University in Cairo, Egypt, where she studied business administration. During this time, Rania began to dream of using her education to make a real difference in the world. After graduating, she worked at Citibank and then with Apple in Amman, Jordan. These jobs gave her valuable skills and experience in communication and leadership. But her destiny was about to change. A simple dinner invitation in early 1993 would lead her to meet the man who would become both her husband and her king. After finishing high school at the New English School in Kuwait, Rania was eager to explore the wider world. She moved to Cairo, Egypt, where she attended the American University in Cairo. There, she studied business administration. It was during these years, in the late 1980s, that she began to shape her views about leadership, society, and the power of education. Her time at university helped her grow into a confident and thoughtful young woman, with a strong desire to give back to her community. At university, Rania was known for being smart, hardworking, and deeply caring about social issues. She often spoke about helping children, improving education, and creating chances for women to succeed. Her business studies helped her learn how the world of finance and communication worked, but her heart remained focused on service and impact. After graduating in the early 1990s, Rania worked at Citibank, where she handled marketing tasks and corporate projects. This gave her a strong foundation in teamwork and global business. Later, she joined Apple in Amman, Jordan, a company known for innovation and technology. Here, Rania gained more experience in branding and public relations, which would later help her shape her own public image as queen. Though her career in the business world was just beginning, her deep care for people, especially children and women, was already clear. Even while working in major companies, she stayed close to her values. She believed that real success was not about power or wealth, but about helping others live better lives. These early years laid the foundation for the incredible role she would soon take on as Queen of Jordan. In January of 1993, Rania's life took a surprising turn. She was invited to a dinner party in Amman, Jordan. Among the guests that evening was Prince Abdullah bin al-Hussein, the eldest son of King Hussein of Jordan. The moment they met, there was a strong connection between them. Both Rania and Prince Abdullah shared similar values, including their passion for education, justice, and modern leadership. Their relationship grew quickly. The prince admired Rania's intelligence, kindness, and confidence. She, in turn, respected his humility and his vision for Jordan's future. On the 10th of June in 1993, only a few months after their first meeting, they were married in a beautiful ceremony at Zahran Palace in Amman. The event was not just a private moment for the couple, it became a national celebration. The people of Jordan were excited to welcome their new princess. At the time of their wedding, Rania was still working in the private sector, but her new role changed everything. As a princess and later as queen, she took on a new mission to serve the people of Jordan in every way she could. Her marriage to Prince Abdullah was more than a royal match. It was the start of a lifelong partnership based on love, trust, and shared dreams. Their love story felt modern, yet deeply rooted in tradition. It showed that royal life could also be guided by equality and respect. As Rania stepped into the world of royalty, she carried with her the strength, experience, and vision that would shape her role as one of the most admired queens of the 21st century. On the 7th of February in 1999, Prince Abdullah became the King of Jordan after the passing of his father, King Hussein. A little over a month later, on the 22nd of March, he officially declared Rania as the Queen of Jordan. She was only 28 years old, making her one of the youngest queens in the world at the time. Despite her age, Rania quickly embraced the responsibilities that came with her new role as Queen Consort. From the very beginning, Queen Rania focused on being more than just a figure of royalty. She wanted to be a leader who served her people. Instead of staying behind palace walls, she went into communities, listened to families, and paid attention to the needs of ordinary Jordanians. She used her voice to bring attention to education, healthcare, children's rights, and women's empowerment. As Queen Consort, she also represented Jordan on the global stage. She attended world forums, spoke at major international events, and built strong relationships with leaders and organizations worldwide. But her focus always remained close to home. Whether launching education programs or visiting schools, Rania believed that progress began with listening to the people and acting on their needs. She also redefined what it meant to be a modern queen. With her elegant style, warm personality, and clear vision, she became a role model, not just in Jordan, but around the world. Queen Rania's role was never limited to tradition. She combined grace with action, showing that being a queen could also mean being a changemaker and a voice for the voiceless. From the start of her life as queen, Rania believed that education was the key to building a stronger Jordan. She often said that when children are given the tools to learn, they can rise above poverty and change their future. With this vision, she began several programs that focused on improving schools and making learning more meaningful for students across the country. In the year 2001, Queen Rania launched the Queen Rania Al Abdullah Center for Educational Technology. This center helped bring modern tools like computers and the internet into classrooms, allowing students to learn in exciting new ways. Then, in May of 2007, she opened Jordan's first interactive children's museum, giving young minds a fun and inspiring place to learn outside school. One of her biggest efforts came in 2008 with the start of Madrasati, which means my school in Arabic. This 5-year project aimed to fix and upgrade 500 public schools across Jordan. She also started the Queen Rania Teacher Academy in 2009 to train teachers and help them become better at guiding students in the classroom. Beyond schools, Queen Rania also focused on protecting children from harm. In 1995, she created the Jordan River Foundation, which later began a program to fight child abuse. After a tragic case of child abuse in 2009, she called for urgent action and brought together leaders and community groups to make sure children were kept safe. Queen Rania's work has helped change how Jordanians think about education and child protection. She believes that giving children a safe and smart start in life is the best way to help the country grow. While Queen Rania worked hard to improve life in Jordan, she also took her message to the world. She became a powerful voice for education, especially for children who live in poor or conflict-affected areas. Her belief was simple but strong, that every child, no matter where they are born, deserves the chance to go to school and learn. In the year 2000, Queen Rania joined the Global Leadership Initiative of the United Nations Children's Fund. 2 years later, she became a board member of the International Youth Foundation in the United States. Her efforts showed that she wanted to help children not just in Jordan, but everywhere. In 2007, the United Nations named her the first eminent advocate for children, recognizing her leadership in fighting for kids' rights. Queen Rania helped start the One Goal Education for All campaign in 2009. This global effort aimed to help millions of children get access to education. She worked with world leaders, sports figures, and schools around the globe to support the cause. She also spoke at the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland, and traveled to countries like South Africa to learn from others and share her own experiences. Her role was not just to speak about education. She showed people why it matters. She told stories, met with students, and gave hope to families who thought their children might never learn to read or write. Through books, speeches, and campaigns, Queen Rania helped bring global attention to the idea that education is not a luxury. It is a right for every child. Queen Rania has always believed that strong communities are the heart of a strong country. That is why she launched many programs to help people help themselves. One of her first major steps came in 1995 when she founded the Jordan River Foundation. Its goal was to support local families and give women and children the tools they needed to live safer and more successful lives. In 2003, she started the Al-Aman Fund for the Future of Orphans. This fund was made to help young people who grew up without parents by giving them education, training, and support. Queen Rania wanted these young people to have the same chances in life as everyone else. She believed that orphans deserved to dream big and build bright futures. Health was another area where Queen Rania took strong action. In 2005, she created the Royal Health Awareness Society. This group worked to teach families about healthy habits, such as eating well, getting exercise, and avoiding smoking. It also helped schools and parents learn how to better care for children's physical and mental health. A big moment came in 2011 when Queen Rania helped open the Queen Rania Children's Hospital. This was the first medical center in Jordan built just for kids. It gave children the special care they needed, including surgeries and treatment for serious illnesses. Through her work in health and community care, Queen Rania showed that real change starts with care and knowledge. Whether helping an orphan go to college or teaching a family how to stay healthy, she focused on giving people the power to shape their own futures. As Queen Rania's global presence grew, she saw the power of conversation and understanding between cultures. She believed that many people around the world had the wrong ideas about the Arab world, especially about Islam and the role of women. To change these views, she began speaking publicly about tolerance, peace, and the true values of her culture. Queen Rania attended global events like the World Economic Forum and spoke at well-known schools like Harvard University. She gave speeches that encouraged people to listen to one another, respect different traditions, and reject stereotypes. She wanted to build bridges between the Arab world and the rest of the globe, helping people see what they had in common instead of what made them different. In 2008, she launched her own YouTube channel. Her goal was to talk directly with people, especially the younger generation, about common misunderstandings. She posted videos where she answered real questions from viewers about Arab culture, Islam, women's rights, and honor killings. She invited others, including comedians, musicians, and regular people, to join the conversation. This was one of the first times a queen used the internet in such a personal and powerful way. Later, she joined Twitter and used it to continue her message of peace and openness. Her social media posts mixed humor, honesty, and important messages about respect and equality. Queen Rania proved that even someone with a royal title could be relatable, honest, and open to learning from others. By using modern tools to share ancient values of respect and compassion, She became a voice of reason and hope in a world full of confusion. Queen Rania is not just a leader and speaker. She is also a writer who believes in the power of stories to teach and connect people. She has written several children's books that carry messages of kindness, understanding, and the importance of learning. Through these stories, she hopes to inspire young readers and help them see the value of respect and friendship. One of her most well-known books is The Sandwich Swap, which was based on an experience from her own childhood. In the story, two girls argue over the kinds of sandwiches they eat, one with peanut butter and jelly, the other with hummus. But after their small fight, they learn to appreciate each other's cultures and become even better friends. The book was a big success and even reached the top of the children's bestseller list in May of 2010. Queen Rania also wrote The King's Gift, a touching story to honor her late father-in-law, King Hussein, and eternal beauty. A book celebrating the idea that real beauty comes from love and caring. Her third book, Maha of the Mountains, tells the story of a girl who fights for her right to go to school, a theme that mirrors the Queen's real-life mission. Beyond her books, Queen Rania is admired around the world for her elegant style and public image. She often appears in global magazines and interviews, but always uses the attention to talk about important causes. People admire her not just for how she looks, but for her values, her intelligence, and her kindness. Through her words and actions, she has shown that being a queen means leading with heart and purpose. Queen Rania's work has gone far beyond the borders of Jordan. Over the years, she has taken on many important roles around the world, proving that her influence reaches across countries and cultures. She has served on the boards of major global organizations and has been recognized for her efforts in education, health, and community development. In the year 2006, she joined the board of directors for the United Nations Foundation. This group helps solve big world problems, such as poverty and disease, by bringing together governments, charities, and businesses. In 2007, she became the first person ever to be named an eminent advocate for children by the United Nations Children's Fund, showing the world her deep dedication to children's rights. She also became involved with the Global Campaign for Education, where she helped lead efforts to get every child into school. Queen Rania often joined world leaders in launching important programs like One Goal, Education for All. In this campaign, she stood alongside football stars, presidents, and prime ministers to raise awareness and support for students in poor and war-torn areas. Her work earned her many honors, such as the Global Humanitarian Action Award and the Atlantic Council's Global Citizen Award. In 2022, she received the Zayed Award for Human Fraternity, a prize that celebrates those who promote peace and unity. Every time Queen Rania takes on a global role, she brings with her the voices of the people she serves. Whether in a classroom in Jordan or a stage in London, she speaks with the same purpose to lift others up and bring hope to those in need. Throughout her life, Queen Rania has been recognized for her powerful impact across the world. Her work in education, children's rights, health, and cultural understanding has earned her many national and international awards. These honors are not just symbols of fame, they are reminders of how deeply she has touched lives through service and leadership. In her home country of Jordan, Queen Rania has received top royal honors, including the Knight Grand Cordon with Collar of the Order of Al Hussein bin Ali in 1999. She was also given the Supreme Order of the Renaissance in March of 2024. These awards show how much her own people value her role as a queen who truly serves the public. Outside of Jordan, countries across Europe and Asia have also honored her. She received the Grand Star of the Decoration of Honor in Austria, the Order of the Precious Crown in Japan, and the Grand Cross of the Order of the Netherlands Lion. She was named an honorary member or chair in many global groups and received doctorates from top universities in the United Kingdom, Malaysia, and Italy. Queen Rania has also been recognized in more modern ways. She won the first YouTube Visionary Award in 2008 for her creative use of social media to spread awareness. In 2010, Glamour magazine named her Woman of the Year, and she continued to appear on global lists of the most powerful women. These awards reflect the world's appreciation of her kindness, courage, and vision. More than anything, they show that Queen Rania's impact goes far beyond titles. It is built on action, heart, and the lasting changes she has made in people's lives. Queen Rania's journey from a young girl in Kuwait City to one of the world's most admired queens is a story of courage, compassion, and purpose. Her legacy is not measured by crowns or ceremonies, but by the real changes she has helped create in classrooms, in hospitals, in homes, and in the hearts of people. Her deep focus on education has opened doors for thousands of students across Jordan. Her voice for children's rights, health awareness, and women's empowerment has reached far beyond her country, inspiring leaders and everyday people to think differently and take action. Even today, Queen Rania continues to travel, speak, and work on new programs that reflect her belief in justice, learning, and kindness. As the wife of King Abdullah II and the mother of 4 children, including Crown Prince Hussein, Queen Rania also helps guide the next generation of Jordan's royal family. But her influence goes beyond royal duties. She is a storyteller, a teacher, a listener, and a leader who believes that change comes from the heart. In a world often filled with conflict and fear, Queen Rania reminds us of the power of hope. Her work continues to light the way for others, proving that one voice, when used with love and wisdom, can make the world a better place. Thank you very much for watching.